If you play Star Citizen and you're thinking of upgrading to the Ryzen 9 9950X 3D, well, GameBar works with it. Back to basics. So the Ryzen 7 9800X 3D has one CCD, 8 cores, 16 threads on it, and that has the 3D V-Cache technology that's excellent for gaming. Now, the Ryzen 9 9950X 3D has two CCDs, 8 cores each, so that's 16 cores, 32 threads, but only one of those CCDs has the 3D V-Cache. So in the past, games like Star Citizen struggled because it would go to one CCD, then the other, and it would just be a mess and not good. AMD has improved that greatly. And when I say improved, I mean they fixed it. It works. It's great. So in GameBar, you'll have all the options. It says Star Citizen. AMD actually focused on Star Citizen for the presentation of their X3D processor. In gaming, these are the same, right? They're the same. Just this one costs a lot more money. So as I load the game, wake up in the bed, I'm getting the same FPS as the 9800X3D on a 30 FPS server. If you don't know what that means, it just means the server is not dying. It's actually a very healthy server, so the FPS is fairly relevant for the most part. This is the newest PTU patch 4.1. So I'm not getting any hitching or anything, but the same thing about elevators, they're still broken. So as I'm now in the elevator and in outer space, apparently. Okay, that's not right. Bad elevator. Bad elevator. So I'm getting consistently relatively high FPS for Star Citizen running in 4K ultra settings, 72 FPS. I'm really happy with this, with the experience I have with Star Citizen with this rig. So it's an Arctic Liquid Freezer 3, 360mm AIO, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, and an RTX 5080. The 5090 is in here with the Threadripper, so I swapped it if you've been watching my videos. So I'm getting smooth performance in Star Citizen at Area 18, and yeah, I like it a lot. So, keeping it short, if you only play games, the Ryzen 7 9800X 3D is the way to go, especially in Star Citizen. It's the way to go. But if you're a concierge, you probably already own the 9950X 3D because you're a concierge. If you don't know what that means, start playing Star Citizen. I'll do an optimization video soon for Star Citizen. We'll first start with RAM. I like 96 gigs at 6400 megatransfers. That's really been my sweet spot. 48 gigs at 8400 megatransfers, that's a little trickier. I'll do a full video on that. But I really like 8000 megatransfers with tight timings. There's some optimization you can do with RAM to really make Star Citizen shine. Star Citizen is the new Crysis. It's in alpha development. It is not optimized by any means, and it runs differently patch to patch to patch to patch to hotfix to patch. So if your system is running Star Citizen smoothly, I'm not really concerned about high FPS, but smoothly, disregarding server jank, then your system's going to run pretty much any game very well.